Yep.
Okay. So you start over, right? Alright, let's just go to a hypothetical right now. What math are you studying right now?
I'm in Algebra 2 and Geometry.
Okay, so does your mom sometimes give you homework to do with it? Like, do you do it on
I
your own,
actually
basically?
assign it myself.
Yeah, you do. Okay, well, let's pretend that your mom checks up on you. I'm just gonna, right, she checks up on sometimes. Okay, so let's say your mom goes in there and she sees you're getting like a lot wrong. Okay, and then she says, Lydia, you know, I'm sorry, I need you to redo it. You know, maybe you need to study with Peter, but you need to redo it, all right? And so you go and redo it. Now, did your mom do your math or did you do your math?
I did my math.
Okay. Now let's take this and apply it to our case here. If the federal government is telling
making the policy.
right, so now who gave the states the policy of the Clean Water Act, or whatever it's called?
I believe Congress passed that.
Right, so that would have been Congress telling the states, we want you to uphold this higher standard.
I believe that was Congress actually saying that the EPA was supposed to be regulating clean water standards. I'm not aware specifically of what that act says the EPA and the states can do.
Okay, but in general, the federal government wants the states to be protecting the environment in general. They're getting that vibe, right?
Sure.
Okay. All right, let's see. Now, would you say, as far as your unconstitutional point, would you say that the general welfare would include the environment we live in? Or are you saying that it doesn't?
General welfare. Well, the environment that we live in can have effects on our general welfare, as just about anything can.
Okay, so would that fall under the purview of the federal government then, in the Constitution, to regulate, to make sure that people don't do anything awful to the
You could interpret the general welfare clause to mean that. I mean, if you,
So
that's
it's
your
not,
interpretation.
it's not
you can end
extremely
that.
outlandish. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that down as how we're getting the constitutional power, unless Isaiah's got something better over there.
I say it's like what? Constitutional
All right.
power.
Great. So let's go down and talk about the fact that you say there's only potential harm in our plan.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so let's take, for example, freedom of speech.
Mhm.
Let's pretend that we're going back to before the country was founded.
Yes.
All right? Now, the government's trying to decide, should we protect freedom of speech or not? And on your argument, would someone be able to make the argument that, well, nobody has said anything mean yet, so, you know, nobody's done anything bad. Why should we restrict it? Well, how would you say that applies to today's round? Like, do you have to wait until some harm comes from it before you protect it?
Generally, when it comes to issues outside of the enumerated powers of the federal government, you certainly wouldn't go outside of those enumerated powers without a single example of somebody being harmed.
Okay, so you're going back to the constitutional thing then?
Yes.
Okay. So, saying something that wasn't a constitution, would you have to wait until someone goes out and commits murder, or do you go ahead and make the law that
The federal
against the
government
law?
had jurisdiction to act proactively if it was within their enumerated powers.
Okay, so we'll be debating about that more. Now, is it the negative contention then that the Constitution does not allow for any environmental regulation?
It doesn't specifically give the federal government that power now.
Okay, thanks.